Hey guys, Mr. Pro Gamer here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about attrition and why it is one of my favourite game modes in Titanfall. Now, for those of you who don't know what Hardpoint Domination is, it's basically there's these 3 control points on the map, and your team has to keep possession of these control points throughout the match, and the more control points you have, the more points you get. So, the reason I want to explain to you why this is my favourite game mode is because it's very tactical opposed to something like attrition, because in attrition you spawn and you run around and kill people. That's kind of the objective. There's nothing else, just eliminate the enemy players. But with Hardpoint Domination you have certain objectives. You not only have to attack but defend certain objectives, and this can kind of bring out players' bad sides and good sides. So depending on how many objectives you have or don't have, kind of change the way that the other players play, depending on their strengths and weaknesses in game. Also the reason I like this is because sometimes when you spawn a Titan in attrition, it could be a pilot against a Titan, which is totally unfair. But in this case, some of the control points are inside buildings, and the Titan's weapons can't reach inside. So sometimes it's just pilot on pilot combat, which may be other people's strengths rather than having a pilot against a Titan, which is really unfair. So that's one of the things I like about it. Also, because the majority of your team will spawn near a certain objective, like I did, I just spawned near C. Sometimes you can be closer to other objectives than a further one. So in this case I was miles away from A, so I wasn't going to go for that. And in the team's case, they would be in A, so they'd come to B. So a lot of the fighting was happening there. But if we had control of Bravo in the middle, we wouldn't be too far away from both C and A. So our team would kind of split up, and then we'd be able to capture multiple objectives at once. But then, obviously the downside is there might not be as many people defending, and then we lose Bravo, and then they attack both objectives at once. So that's kind of interesting to see how the players play and how the battlefield plays out, because basically the control points dictate where you spawn. So if most of your team spawning in the middle, it's quite easy to get around. So that basically the more objectives you have, the easier it is to get around. So there's ups and downs having objectives really, but you're going to want to keep hold of these objectives as much and as long as possible to help you win. Also, because not everyone gets their Titan at the same time, you don't get this one point in the match where loads and loads of Titans are just coming in and fighting each other. You kind of get this mix of Titans and pilots at once. Not at once, sorry. Not at once, yeah. Sorry, I can't speak today. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons why I like it, but apart from that, it's not a lot of different to other game modes. The only game mode is probably the most different to will probably be Frontier Defense, and that's because you work together as a team rather than working against other real people, which is one of the reasons I like it, because it makes a battle more intense, more fast paced, and because you're working against real people, they obviously react quicker than AI people, and you get them, they fire quicker. It makes things harder and challenging, and that's part of the fun in it. So I hope this guy's kind of gave you an insight to Hardpoint Domination, why it's one of my favourite modes. If you guys want to put in the comments below what your favourite mode is and why, I'll definitely look at the comments and have a look at what they are. But apart from that, it's been Mr. Pro Gamer talking to you about Hardpoint Domination, and I will hope to see you guys in the next video. But apart from that, please do like, share, subscribe and comment at my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.